We are recording and live streaming.
Great. Good afternoon and welcome to the City of Albany Industrial Development Agency regular board meeting. Today is Thursday, April 21st, 2002. We are starting right on time at 12:15. Let the record reflect that all board members are present with the exception of Elizabeth Staubach, and we expect to be joined by Anthony Gatti in a few minutes. So we'll start our meeting with a motion, please, to dispense with the reading of the minutes of our prior meeting of March 17th, 2022. And in that same motion, if we could please accept those minutes.
So moved.
Darius, second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or concerns or changes? All right, the minutes of the board meeting of March 17th, 2022 stand approved. We'll continue with the report of the Chief Financial Officer, and Amy Thompson will be handling that for us today.
Good afternoon. For March, the IDA had $8,034 in agency fees from home leasing and $1,500 in admin fees from the reserve at Park South. Expenses listed are 2022 budgeted expenses. And as of March, the IDA is projecting $3.97 million in cash at the end of 2022.
Great. Thank you, Amy. Any questions for Amy or discussion concerning the financial report? Okay. Then we will move. Yeah, go ahead.
I apologize for jumping in. If I could just ask the person with the phone number with the last four digits of 5857 to just identify herself for the record.
The person with 5857. Are they on?
Yeah, Brent Kosak. Yeah,
Great.
Brent Kosak with BDL Construction.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next on the agenda is unfinished business. We have nothing under this agenda item, but if anyone has any business that was previously discussed that they'd like to bring to the floor, you can do so at this time. And if not, we will move on to new business and begin with the Lofts at Pine Hills LLC. There is a resolution in your packet on this item. We reviewed this at finance and have discussed this at several prior meetings. This is a smaller project than the original one that was brought to us initially that was addressed quite thoroughly last year. We did look at the specs for this, and I think Andy would you like to give us a little background on it?
Sure. Thank you, Chair. As the Chair alluded to, this project was reintroduced and discussed at length at the previous Finance Committee meeting. In summation, in March of 2021, the agency approved sales tax, mortgage recording tax, and real property tax exemptions through the project evaluation and assistance framework. Due to some site conditions, specifically soil conditions, the project needed to somewhat compress the scope and physical size of the project. That resulted in a lower unit count from 97 anticipated apartment units down to 83. Also, the square footage of the entire project decreased from about 125,000 down to about 105,000. What this did was really decrease the amount of real property tax abatements being requested. And we had presented an updated application to the committee previously.
Thank you, Andy. We also have a representative from the project here, I believe. If they would like to make any additions, feel free to do so at this time. And if not, if any board members have any questions. Okay.
I mean, we previously approved the project, and this is just a downward change in the scope, and that's that.
It is indeed. All right, then I will take a motion, please, for the amended approving resolution for the Lofts at Pine Hills LLC project.
So moved.
Darius, thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, any further questions, comments on this resolution? If not, we'll take a vote on the resolution amending a resolution entitled Resolution Authorizing Execution of Documents in Connection with a Leaseback Transaction for a Project for the Lofts at Pine Hills LLC. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Okay, the motion is carried. Thank you.
Chair, if I could, I just want to say to Pat and your whole team, thank you very much for sticking with this project. This is an investment that you've been looking to make for a long time in the heart of Pine Hills, fulfilling the promise of a local revitalization strategy. Between soil conditions and pandemic and everything else, it has been a long haul, and we all recognize that. So thank you for sticking with it. We're looking forward to seeing construction happening out there.
Thank you. So are we. Can't wait.
Great. Thanks, Pat. All right, we will move on to our next item of business, which is TRPS LARC. This is a public hearing resolution for TRPS LARC LLC project. The resolution is in your packets. Can we have a motion, please, to bring that to the floor?
So moved.
Darius, second is Lee. Thank you. Andy, would you like to give us a little background on this project as we prepare for the public hearing?
Absolutely. The proposed project would be the construction of an approximate 37,500 square foot, 4-story apartment complex containing approximately 40 residential workforce housing units, and a portion of the currently vacant project site was previously owned by the Albany Community Development Agency. This project was introduced last month at the Finance Committee and also discussed at length at last week's Finance Committee. And the applicant is also here with us today to answer any potential questions.
Thank you, Andy. Ron, do you have anything you'd like to add at this time?
Not at the moment.
Okay, great. Any board members have any questions, comments, concerns? If none, we will move forward with a vote on this resolution authorizing the Chief Executive Officer of the City of Albany Industrial Development Agency to hold a public hearing regarding a proposed project to be undertaken for the benefit of TRPS LARC LLC. All in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion is carried. And my puppies are very excited about that.
Everybody's excited about it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Ron. Good luck. We'll be looking forward to working with you on that.
Perfect
All
timing.
right, we'll move into other business then. Agency update, Sarah.
So we've got a couple of things under here, and I'm going to rely on Tom if I'm forgetting anything today. Please jump in and remind me. First, we did have a number of staff attend as well as board members, the IDA Academy put on by the Economic Development Council. So thank you to those of you who attended that. There were some great sessions with updates all along. We also have updates on the open meeting policies for the organization. As we discussed at Finance, we're going to be coming back to you all with potential changes. We have another, it's not 60 days anymore, but it was 60 days from the last that we spoke to continue hosting meetings as we are now, virtually with the option for people to attend. We'll be working through with the board and the committees over the next under 60 days to get something more formal in place moving forward. The preference is going to be and is at the state for in-person meetings. So we'll be following suit with that. I'm just making sure that we have a policy on the books related to the ability for folks to join via Zoom in extenuating circumstances. So more on that soon, but we are, for the time being, sticking with this in-person hybrid virtual model while we can. So stay tuned there. I also, we had talked about it at finance, but as you all know, Bob Schofield has resigned, citing upcoming potential conflict of interest from the body. We do have the process started with the Common Council to open a solicitation related to that vacancy, and that will be ongoing for that. Anything else I'm missing under agency update that we need to talk through? We also have the potential to move into executive session to discuss the employment history of an individual if you'd like to, Susan, or if you'd like to jump in, we can do that either way.
I think we're okay. I don't think we'll need executive session at this time. But I did want to let you all know that this will probably be my last IDA meeting. I have taken a new job that could possibly present a perceived conflict of interest. So in the best interest of the agency, I will be sending you a letter of resignation within the next couple of days. It's been 15 great years on the IDA. We have done amazing things. But you are in great hands, and really proud of how everybody pulled together, especially over the last 2 years, to keep development going in Albany and make sure that we're touching every neighborhood that we can in this city, improving the lives and economic impact for all of the residents. You guys have done great work, and it's really been a pleasure to work with all of you on the board and staff, just an amazing group of people. So I thank you very much for all of your hard work. I look forward to seeing everything that you accomplish moving forward. And I trust we will be moving in the same circle still in the next couple of years. So we'll be in touch.
Well, thank you for those kind words, and thank you for all your efforts over these last 15 years, but permission denied. Sorry.
You'll get a special letter, Darius. All right. Well, thank you again, everybody. If there's no other business, we can call for a meeting to adjourn.
So moved.
Darius, second.
I'll second with a congratulations to you, Susan. Thank you for all your hard work over all these years, and everything that you've shared with me. So thank you.
Thank you, Lee. All in favor of adjourning this meeting, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We
Nay.
could go on forever.
Nay. Yes, and that way you can't leave. There we go. I just figured it out.
And you do have to, she's still on the CRC board until we have that meeting there. So we have to stick around for that one.
All right. Fine. Adjourning the meeting then.
All right, motion is carried and we are adjourned at 12:29. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you.